We've got to stop thinking that life stops at certain ages. That's not true. If you're 40 and you want to start a business, start that shit. If you are 35 and you're still not married, there's nothing wrong with you. Good morning, you guys. So today is chest, shoulders, and triceps. I've already warmed up. Everything feels good from yesterday's glute day. Glutes aren't sore, but we definitely got in some good work. So I am gonna start chest day off with some incline dumbbell bench press. I did 30s, so this felt fine. I don't see my spotter in here, and he told me yesterday he would be here, but I don't see him. So we're gonna start with 50s, see how that goes. The goal is to hit 55 today. Even if I can only do a few by myself without assistance, I'm happy with that. But I'm trying to get to 55. So set number one, we're just gonna start with 50s and see how that goes. I'm by myself, no spotter yet. And then I'll decide if I should stay here, get a spotter, go down, all of the things. So let's get into it. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm striving for at least 8. At least 8. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. I need a spotter. All right, you guys, I found a spotter. I might need help with my first rep. Up. You heard? Okay. Incline. I'm gonna need help with my first rep. All right. I'm gonna try to get at least 8. 1, 2, and 3.
There you go.
Help.
Come on, you got it.
Okay, thank you.
Hold it. Get yourself together.
I got it.
There you go. There you go.
2, 3.
Don't worry about the numbers. Keep going. Worry about the numbers.
4.
Let's go. Get 5. Come on, get 6. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Get it up there. Get it up there. Come on, you got one more. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
One more.
You got another.
One more.
Make yourself proud. Keep going. There you go.
Thank you. Jesus. All right, y'all. Thank you. All right, so I had 50. Sometimes this shoulder just needs assistance. I don't know why, but glad I got the 50 pretty much by myself. So I'm gonna take a break and we'll hit 55 next set. All right, I'm gonna need help with these. I got 55s this time.
Who we had last night?
50. I'm gonna need help on the first rep again. All right, you guys. I grabbed 55s.
You going kick off, kick higher.
Okay.
So when you go to kick off the leg, you just coming up a little bit. That's what I saw the first time.
Okay.
When I'm kicking up.
Okay.
I ain't got to lift.
Okay.
Once I kick up, hands in the air, all I do is hold.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to get 8. All right. 1, 2, and 3.
There you go. Get it up there.
Okay.
All right. Hold it. Get yourself together. Go. You got it. Come on. There you go. Get it up there. Good girl. One more. Come on. This ain't
Help,
nothing.
help, help, help.
This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. Come on. This ain't nothing. Get
2
it up
more.
there. You got it.
Help. 1 more.
Come on. It's all you. Don't worry about the pain. Push it through. Push
Help.
it through. Push it through. Push it through. Push it through.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. Woo. Thank you. All right, y'all. God damn. I'm gonna need help though.
First one.
Probably the whole set.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you guys, set number 3. Okay. All right. 1. Ready? Okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
All right. All you. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Focus on this arm. I'm doing good. There you go. There you go. Get it up there. Get it up there. Let it go.
Thank you. All right, y'all, I'm gonna drop down. Jesus Christ. Left-handed. All right, y'all. I'm gonna just drop down for set 4. We'll drop down to 40 and just go to failure. All right, you guys, I grabbed 45s. Let's try to get 10 to 15 reps, and then we're done with this. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. What is going on with my shoulder, bruh? What the fuck? All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. You got 40s. I don't know what's going on. All right. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. 2, 3, 5. Okay, fuck. Woo. All right. All right, you guys, overhead tricep extensions. I have a 30 here. Oh, fuck. Okay. Right into diamond push-ups. Adjust the camera real quick. I don't know if y'all can see me. There we go. Here we go. Raise it. Do a few more. Here we go. Raise it again. Here we go. That's it. All right, I'm gonna go take a walk around the gym. I'll be back. All right, you guys, set number 2, same thing. Y'all see me? Yeah. One more. That's it. Woo. All right, right into push-ups. Here we go. Not the bench moving. All right, try that again. And you lift it one. All right. That's it. Woo. All right, you guys, set number 3. One, 2, 3. Jesus Christ. All right, push-ups. Goddamn. Here we go. Nah. You raise it. No. Raise it again. Y'all, these ain't no joke. All right, here we go. That's it. Woo. I'm gonna take a walk. All right, you guys, we're gonna do rear delts back into closed grip push-ups, incline. All right. Let's start on this side. Nine. 10. Nah. That's it. Woo. Other side. Here we go. 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. That's it. Woo-wee. Feel it right up in there. I'm gonna go do some push-ups and then take another lap. All right, you guys, set number 2. I'm gonna keep the weight the same. Well, I'll add 5 pounds. What the hell? All right, here we go. One more. That's it. Woo. All right, here we go. One more. Oh, fuck. Woo! I'll take it at 5 pounds. All right. Yeah. Okay. That's it. One more. That's it. Let me do a few more. Lower the weight. That's it. All right. No, fuck. Okay. 2. That's it. All right, you guys, chest flies. You like a squeeze. All right, you guys, set number 2. All right, raise the weight up 5 pounds. Is it? Yeah. Let me lower it. All them damn push-ups we've been doing all day. All right, still a few more reps. That's it. Woo. One. 3. 4. 5. 6. That's it. Yo, I think we're done. We're done. Woo. All right, you guys, so back at home, I ate. Now I want to make like a smoothie. It's 3:45, so it's definitely smoothie time. Okay, so we did not have our car talk, but we're gonna do it right now while I make my smoothie. I'm gonna be making a blueberry, strawberry, and banana and spinach smoothie. So good. Okay, so I have to just try to remember. Oh yes, that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but the entire lift today, my right shoulder was just not doing a really good job of the lift off, like the first rep. That happens sometimes. It's like some days it's just as strong as my left, and then some days it's like not. I don't know. Also, we burned a total of 1,200 calories today, which is really good. Listen, I love the fact that I have started incorporating walking around the gym in between sets. I love that for me. I love it for me. Like, if you're not doing that, do it. Like, freaking do it. It's just a great way to keep moving. You add some extra steps. You're losing some calories, burning some calories. Like, it's great. So if you're not doing that already, do that. I might as well just use these last 4 strawberries. Do it. Also, we did a shit ton of push-ups, you guys. My chest is all pushed out, okay? We did so many push-ups. If I had to take a guess at how many push-ups we did, we probably did about at least 60 to 70 push-ups today. Like, I am not lying to you. Like, we did a lot of fucking push-ups. But I love it because I can already tell how much stronger I'm getting in my chest. Like, the very first setting of the bench that I do the incline diamond push-ups with, I'm able to do more than I could do last week. So I'm really excited about that. I see the growth for sure. I'm gonna add some soy milk in here. See the growth for sure. So, well, I feel it. I don't see it yet, but I feel it for sure. I'm gonna put some spinach in here. You guys, if you don't add spinach or kale to your smoothies, you don't know what you're missing because you cannot even taste it. Once it's all blended up, you don't taste it. So this is like a great way to get some protein in your life. So just grab a handful. Oh, the banana. Posh, look, this is a strategy to how you layer the smoothie, the stuff in the smoothie, so that it can all be blended properly. But yeah, so, okay, the lift was great. I felt really good about all of that. I'm trying to remember what else. Like, that's why I like to do the car talks, because we just finished the workout, so I can remember, but it's been like several hours, so I'm like trying to remember what we did or what I wanted to talk about, but I can't fully remember. So I think that's pretty much it with the workout. I talked about chest. We did shoulders we did rear delts today. Push-ups, talked about that. Yeah, I'm gonna blend this. Smoothie is done. Let me show y'all. So it made a really big amount. Like, this is a lot. And yes, I'm drinking it all. Now, how many calories are in here? I don't know. I don't really count berries as calories, to be honest, because it's so full of fiber. Ugh, brain freeze. So much fiber. I don't know. The banana is about 100. Probably use about 2 cups of soy milk. So probably about 300 calories plus the berries. Probably at like 400 calories. So, and as far as protein is concerned, if we did 2 cups of soy milk, which I'm pretty sure we did, I got 14 grams of protein plus the spinach. I don't even think it offers spinach on here for nutritional. Yeah, I don't know. But I know for a fact I got at least 14 grams of protein just with the soy milk. So let me get a Ziploc bag for the spinach, because after I open it, I notice that the spinach stays fresher or doesn't go bad as quickly if you put it in a Ziploc bag. But anyway, so I wanted to talk to y'all about something. This isn't related to weight loss, by the way, but so I told you guys last week I went out with some old coworkers of mine for a happy hour. And I told you guys I loved the restaurant. It was absolutely delicious. I had a veggie burger with avocado, tomato, sauteed onions, and some sweet potato fries. Oh, so good. But anyways, so I was just catching up with people. You know, we were laughing about just things that we used to do when we worked together, and different conversations that we used to have, just reminiscing on old times or whatever. And I asked, I'm friendly with everybody. Like, I'm someone, like, I can get along with everybody. I feel like I can. Because that's one thing about work. It's like, there's so many different personalities at a job, right? And not everybody can mesh well with everybody. But I feel like I'm really good at being able to mesh well. You might not be my favorite person, but I just think I'm good at being able to, like, handle your personality, if that makes sense. So, it was a very small lab. I think it was only like a total of 15 of us that worked there. And out of those 15, there's like maybe 2 to 3 people that I talked to the most while I was there. And one of them, he's older than me, black guy. We used to get along really well, used to laugh, have conversations. We really got to know each other a lot while we worked there. He still works there. But anyway, so I was just asking him, like, how have things been, yada, yada, yada. I was asking about certain things that we had talked about years and years and years ago, like just trying to, just have conversation, give updates, all those things. And so when I asked him, he wanted to start a business. I was like, like, how's that going? Like, where are you with that? And so he was like, I just kind of let it go. I'm past that mark. I was like, what do you mean you're past that mark? I think he said he's 42 now. I was like, what do you mean you're past that mark? He's like, I'm just too old. And I was like, and this is what we're going to talk about. This is exactly where we're going with this. We're going to talk about it. You guys, we've got to stop living in society norms of like what you should be doing with your life at certain ages. Like, I just think that's complete bullshit. And we set these timelines on our life. And if you reach the age and you haven't accomplished this, it's like you suck at life and it's over for you. And I was telling him, I was like, until you die, you've never reached that mark. There's no mark. You are putting a mark on your life for no reason because society has told you that after a certain age, you should stop taking risks. At a certain age, you're supposed to get married. At a certain age, you're supposed to have kids. You guys, I'm 33 years old with no kids. I have no kids. And according to science, in 2 years, my eggs are no longer good? That's not stopping me from living my life. I'm not stressing over, not having kids by the time I'm 35, or, if I have kids in my 40s, my kids are all going to have Down syndrome. Like, we have got to stop with this bullshit. I'm not sitting here saying that, chances are not higher or whatever, but there are plenty of women who have healthy, beautiful babies in their late 30s, in their 40s, and even in their 50s. And I believe that as long as you take care of yourself, you will be able to run around with your kids at all ages, okay? But the point I'm making is we've got to stop thinking that life stops at certain ages. That's not true. If you're 40 and you want to start a business, start that shit. If you are 35 and you're still not married, there's nothing wrong with you. If you are a woman who's 38 and you still don't have kids, it does not mean that you're not going to be a wonderful mother in your 40s or in your 50s. Okay? If you're 42 and you decide you want to go back to college, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not too late. If you're 50 and you want to change careers, that's fine. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of, us thinking like, after a certain age, we can't do things. And that's not true. And I used to be trapped in that too. And I lived a lot of my 20s, I'd say most of my 20s, trying to fit into those society norms that I was unhappy. I told you I was unhappy as fuck. I was depressed. I was drinking every single day. I was overweight as hell. I was miserable. And that's because I was trying to put my life in what society deemed as appropriate for my age. Like, I literally thought, and this is actually part of the reason why I had started going to counseling in the first place. I really thought that there was something wrong with me as a woman because at 27 and 28, I knew I was nowhere near ready for kids. And, following people on Facebook that I went to college with and high school with, I'm starting to see everybody, they're having their first child, they're starting their family. And here I am at 27, 28, 29. I have no interest in that whatsoever. And I thought there was something wrong with me. Like, I really thought there was something wrong with me. And it's not that I don't want kids. I do want kids. I do see kids in my future, but I don't see them in my future no time soon, okay? I love being in my early 30s, focusing on me and focusing on what makes me happy, which is creating content and not having to worry about taking so-and-so to soccer practice and I love my life right now. But that doesn't mean I'm less of a woman because I'm not ready for kids right now. I might not be ready for kids until I'm 40, okay? But I believe that when the time is right, if it's meant for me, I will be able to have kids, whether that's me having my own kids or having to do some type of in vitro. And what's crazy is working in that lab, it was mostly women. And, I used to always be around women who got pregnant by accident, right? Like, that's what I used to always be around, before I had even started working there. Like, just my friends or people that I knew, just getting pregnant out the blue. It wasn't planned. But it wasn't even until I got to that lab and, everyone there was married. And there were several women there who were in their mid-30s who, were trying to have kids and had tried to have kids for a very, very, very long time. And they couldn't have kids on their own. And they actually had to do in vitro to have kids. I think one woman, she had so many fibroids that her uterus was kind of like all torn up. So the egg had to be placed in a certain part of her uterus in order for her to carry the baby. But she carried the baby, and she actually had her second child naturally. They inseminated her, whatever. But she carried both of her kids, and both of her kids are healthy as fuck. Just like there was another woman who, her and her husband had been trying to have kids for years and years and years, and she couldn't have kids, and then she did in vitro. I forgot what her situation was, but she did in vitro, and she has 3 kids that she carried. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't scare me. So, there's nothing wrong with having kids in your 20s. But the point I'm making is, I know that if it's meant for me, it will happen when I'm ready, whether that's me carrying my kids, and being able to get pregnant naturally, or having to do in vitro, or having to have a surrogate, like whatever the case may be, whether maybe adoption is in my cards. I don't know, but I don't stress about it. But the point I'm making is, like, I just want us to stop thinking that we have to do certain things in a certain time frame, or we can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I really hate that for us. I freaking hate that for us. Just like, there's so much pressure. I'm only speaking on this now because I've already owned a home. So, I know what it's like to be a homeowner. Honestly, I didn't like it. I really did not like being a homeowner. I thought it was annoying, and I had a brand new home. Like, they built it, okay? But honestly, I did not enjoy home ownership at all. And it could just be because, I don't feel like I got too much guidance on it. I was the first homeowner in my family, so that could have had something to do with it. The builders were bullshit. They were scammers, right? If you ever bought a home or built a house, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These home builders are fucking scammers. But either way, like, I didn't enjoy home ownership. I came from renting for several years, having an apartment, to buying and building my first house. And I didn't like how, one, everything that breaks you have to pay for. Like, literally everything that breaks. I underestimated, how much my water bill was going to be. I underestimated how much the light bill was going to be. That light bill on average is about almost $300 fucking dollars. Okay, I went from renting an apartment, right, and the light bill being around $125 to $150 to a $300 light bill every fucking month. Like, I wasn't prepared for that. I was not prepared for my water bill being so high. And when things broke, they just stayed broke, or I had to pay for it. I didn't like how I had to pay a company every single month to come and, take care of my front yard and make sure the grass was nice and pretty. Like, I love the results of it. Don't get me wrong. Like, the yard was pretty, but I had to pay for that. And I didn't like home ownership. I didn't like it. And honestly, I don't know if I would buy a house again. Now, I would rent one. Yes, I do want to rent a house because I don't like having people over me. But I don't know if I want to buy a house. Also, I don't like the fact that you're tied down to something until you sell it, right? And honestly, I don't know where I'll end up. Like, I know I'm ready to move out of my city. I've grown up here. I went to high school here, and I'm manifesting moving to a new city, hopefully Miami. That's my goal in life. But I just don't like the idea of being tied down to a property. But the point I'm making is, society makes you feel like you have to buy a house or there's something wrong with you. I don't like that for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that for us. I really don't like that for us. I don't like how society makes you feel like if you have bad credit, you're a piece of shit. I don't like that because that's not true. Honestly, credit is just to be in more debt. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so many things that I used to really believe in when I was younger and didn't know anything. And now that I'm getting older, I'm just starting to see, like, society just really makes you feel like there's something wrong with you if you don't take the same path that everyone else takes. And I really don't like that for us. So let me drink some of my smoothie because it's melting. Hold on, y'all. So good. So the point I'm making is, at the end of the day, live your life for you. Like, don't think there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And again, I started realizing this over the past few years. Okay, and I can make a whole video of all the errors and things that I've tried and done. It's just it just sucks, and it sucked that I heard my old coworker say that, and I don't think I was able to get through to him. I didn't have this whole spiel like I'm having with you guys, but I definitely told him, like, as long as you're still alive, it's never too late. Again, we were only hanging out for about 2 hours, so that's definitely a conversation for another day. But, I don't think that, in the brief discussion that we had about, the business idea that he had, I don't think I got through to him. And he does have kids, so I understand, you have to, make sure your kids are good first. Like, I completely get that. I don't have kids, so I'll never fully understand until I have kids, right? I'm not going to speak on something that I don't know anything about. But it just sucked that he said that he just kind of feels like he can't start that business because he has kids. Because he feels like he's too old. And, I don't want you to be in that trap. I was in that trap. And now I live my life for me. I don't care what age I am to start something. And that's another thing, too. I feel like, as well, something else I experienced was, oh, you have to go to college as soon as you graduate high school. First of all, it's complete bullshit. Okay? That's complete fucking bullshit. I did that, and it's stupid because you are expecting 18 and 17 and 19-year-olds to know what they want to do with themselves at fucking 17, 18, and 19 years old. That's number one. Like, that's complete crap. So I changed my major 3 times. I went from, I think I started off as, what do they call it, undecided. Then I went to business, which here I am running a business, so it's like I probably should have stuck that one out, but I didn't know. And then I went to biology. And I don't even do anything with any of that shit anymore. You know what I mean? So it sucks that they make you feel like you have to go to college like everyone else, or you're going to be a failure and you're not going to be able to have a good job and you're going to be broke. And, the crazy thing about it is once you graduate college, you're still going to be fucking broke. You know what I mean? Like, it's just craziness. It's just such craziness. There's nothing wrong with changing your mind throughout your life. I liked working at the lab for a period of time. It wasn't even the lab that I disliked, it was management that I disliked. If they didn't exist, it would have been a great job. But everything happens for a reason. Like, I'm glad they pushed me out because I wouldn't be here today doing what I'm doing. So everything happens for a reason. My triceps just started cramping up. But the point I'm making is, too, it's like you can change your mind. Like, there's nothing wrong with changing your mind. There's nothing wrong with switching careers 20 times throughout your life. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel like because you started in nursing that you have to retire in nursing. You might get to nursing and decide that that's really not something you want to do, right? And then you might completely shift and do something completely different. There's nothing wrong with you for that. That's actually being really brave, because most people just thug it out and just continue to do something that they don't like to do until they die. And it's sad because I feel like we should live life, living in our purpose and being happy and doing things that make us feel fulfilled. But unfortunately, so many people are trapped in that, oh, what is people going to think about me? I'm too old for this. I can't. We just create all these reasons as to why we can't do something instead of focusing on why we can. And, it takes time to get out of that trap, right? I didn't just wake up and change my mind on this, right? But what I will say is it's never too late. Never feel trapped. There's always a way to get something done, especially if it's meant for you. It'll always happen, I told you guys, we all know I do OnlyFans or whatever, and for the past, so I've been an entrepreneur for 3 years, so for the past 4 years, I've been an entrepreneur for 4 years, so for the past 3 years, I dedicated all of my time to that, like making content for that. Like from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, it was all for that. This is the first year of entrepreneurship where I'm not dedicating all of my time to that. I'm dedicating my time to YouTube. I'm dedicating my time to, you know, growing my platforms for motivation and weight loss and, you know, self-development. Like that's where my passion is, self-development and weight loss and living a healthy life. And I was fearful that by taking some of my attention off of OnlyFans, that I wouldn't be able to pay my bills because OnlyFans pays my bills. And, you know, I was going back and forth with that for the longest time. Like, you know, especially in this economy, like everything is so fucking expensive. How will I survive? Yada, yada, yada. But I just was like, you know what? I took that leap of faith before when I quit my lab job and that worked out. And I believe that if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, which I do believe that OnlyFans will be able to stay afloat while I focus and dedicate 80% of my time to this. And it's been working for me. Like I haven't, you know what I mean? It's been working. So I just believe that when you're meant to do something, especially if it keeps, if you keep thinking about that idea, like it's one thing to just have a thought, an idea, and then it goes away and you never think about it again, right? But if you keep feeling something in your soul, like the idea never goes away. Like it might go away for a few days, but it comes back. You know, you're just constantly thinking about it and you can't get it out of your head. You can't shake it. That's because you're not supposed to shake it. That's because you should be moving towards that. And when you move towards that, everything else will work out. Everything will always work out. It's only when you do things that you're not supposed to be doing where it doesn't work out. Like I tried to stay at that job and, you know, be at peace, right? I tried to just get along with management. I tried to just not say anything. I really tried to make it work there, and it never worked. No matter how hard I tried, it never worked. They would always fuck with me. They would always find something wrong with something that I did. It never worked. And that's because I wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? When something's not meant for you, it will never work, no matter how hard you try. But when things just align, you know, I'm not saying that you're not going to have a bumpy ride, right? Shit's going to be hard, but it always works out because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, I really wanted to share that with you guys. Feel free to leave a comment down below if there's anything that you guys are contemplating doing, or you might be in that mindset that I once used to be in where you feel like, you know, you have to do certain things according to what society told us is right and what's not right, but you feel like that's not for you, you know. That's why I always say, like, try not to spend too much time on social, because I do think social media plays a big part of that, especially when you're seeing like people that you know living the life that is the American dream, right? And you know, your destiny might be something completely different. There's nothing wrong with you. That's okay. You know, you're not a fuck up, right? I hate that people think that, because it's not true. And there's just so many scams in the US that I didn't realize were scams, you know, in my 20s. But now that I've gotten older and I'm able to kind of think for myself, I'm just starting to see how ass backwards a lot of things are. And, you know, we can make a whole video on this, right? And, but, you know, it always works out. Never feel like you're trapped. Even if you make poor decisions, it doesn't mean that you can't come back from that. It's going to be okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to finish my smoothie. That's pretty much all I had for us today. If y'all want to see what we did yesterday for glutes, make sure you guys click right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for back, biceps, and abs. Bye, you guys.